Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Miss Webster. Good morning, Miss Webster.
Thank you for being on time.
Welcome.
You're welcome.
Hi, Lauren. Michael.
Webster.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
How's it going?
Good.
Yes, make sure you're doing your Kahoots, and somebody is doing somebody else's Kahoots. You should only do your Kahoots and do it one time. One time, Madison, one time.
Do it.
We have about 4 more minutes before we get started. Amir, don't forget to do your Kahoots.
Okay.
You have to do it every day.
The what? My Kahoot. Yeah. My Kahoot.
We have about 3 more minutes before we get started.
Okay.
You good? Oh, okay. I'm with the wireless.
Hey, Amir. Hey, Adrian.
Hey, Matt.
Hi.
Ow.
I have gum in my hair. It's not even funny. That's really sad. I have gum stuck in my hair and I can't get it out. Because if I do get it out, some of my hair gonna be off and I'm gonna be having a bald spot.
Well, what's the gold stuff? Is it paint?
Huh?
Is it paint?
Yes, it hurts.
You've been painting?
That means you have to use peanut butter. Won't work.
We have about 1 more minute before we get started. Make sure you have your materials in front of you. Turn your video on so I can see your faces. And make sure your face is in the screen.
Hello, Miss Webster.
Hey, sweetie. How are you?
Hey.
Good.
Good. Good to see y'all's faces.
Yummy.
All right, so it's 11:35. Technically, after 11:35, you need to make sure you're on time. You need to be here by 11:35, and I'm technically not supposed to let you in. So 11:35 is the cutoff because we only have about 40 minutes to get what we need to get done. Couple things I need to point out. Please make sure that you're muted. Secondly, I'm finding that somebody went on Kahoots and did somebody else's Kahoots in their name. Please do not do that. Only do your Kahoot. Make sure you stay in front of the screen. Somebody just left. Make sure you're in front of your screen the whole time. But make sure you only do your Kahoot. Make sure you do it one time, and make sure you put your first name and the first letter of your last name, if not your whole last name. How many times are you supposed to do Kahoot? Show me with your fingers. And you need to do a Kahoot after every single lesson. So whether it's the pre-recorded lesson or whether you do it live with me, there's a Kahoot every day for you to do. Okay? Second thing, make sure you're not chatting with your classmates during the lesson. Again, I only have about 40 minutes to get what I need to get done. So make sure that you're not chatting during that time. Make sure that you are paying attention that time. And most of all, make sure that you're on time to the meetings every day. Okay? All right, so please have your packet. Open it to day 8 in front of you, along with something to write with. And we're going to start in a different place today. And there's a reason for that. Okay. The first one we know is an I do. I will read it and I will solve it. And then I'll give you time to write down what you need to. So we're going to start with the Jake and Vinny problem. So find the Jake and Vinny problem. All right, it reads, Jake and Vinny are at a pizzeria. They both order a pizza, a whole pizza, and eat part of it. Jake has 2/4 of his pizza left, and Vinny has 3/5 of his pizza left. Who has more pizza, Jake or Vinny? Let's go down to my answer choices. Now, see, the answer choices today are a little bit different. A says Jake has more pizza because 2/4 is half and 3/5 is less than half. B, Jake has more pizza because 2/5 is half and 3/5 is more than half. C, Vinny has more pizza because 2/4 is half and 3/5 is less than half. D, Vinny has more pizza because 2/4 is half and 3/5 is more than half. Okay, so let's go back up to the top and find our big question. Our big question is, who has more pizza? Jake or Vinny? That is my job. Who has more? I'm going to box in more because I'm trying to figure out who has more pizza, Jake or Vinny. Go back up in your problem. I knew that Jake had 2/4 of his pizza left. And that's Jake. I know Vinny has 3/5 of his pizza left. Okay, so I'll pause right there and let you catch up. So make sure you're cubing that problem. Looks like Lauren is working hard. Akusa, Braylon, Maya, Ashton. Are you done, Marcus, cubing? Okay, good job. Abigail. Makai, make sure I can see your face, sweetie. Trinity and Simon, can you turn your video on, please? All right, so we know that Jake has 2/4 of the pizza and Vinny has 3/5. But I noticed something special in all of my answer choices. And the special thing that I noticed that it says that 2/4 is half, okay? 2/4 is 2/4 equivalent to half. Obviously it is because they wouldn't have put it in the answer choices. So let's do this one real quick. 2/4 and see if it's equivalent to 1/2. So please write that down. Now, who remembers the method that we use to compare fractions? Michael, what's our method?
The butterfly method?
Butterfly method. So we're going to butterfly. Good job, Michael. 2/4 and 1/2. So we're going to ring 2 times 2. 2 times 2 gives us 4. Then we're going to ring 4 times 1 gives us 4. So obviously that proves that 2/4 equals 1/2, correct? Because when I did it, that shows that they're equivalent. Okay, so that's just a little practice before we get started solving the problem. All right, our job is to figure out who has more pizza, Jake or Vinny. I know Jake has 2/4. And I'm gonna put a J under here for Jake. And Vinny has 3/5. And I'll put a V right here for Vinny. Now let's butterfly. We're going to butterfly 3 times 4 first. 3 times 4, if we skip count, gives us 12. Then we would butterfly 2 times 5. 2 times 5, if I skip count, gives me 10. I know that the number 12 is higher than 10. And remember, the big part of the sign is towards the larger fraction. So that shows me that 3/5 is greater than 12. I mean, greater than 2/4 because 3/5 equals 12 and 2/4 equals 10. So let's go over here. So who has more, Jake or Vinny? Thumbs up if you think Jake has more. Thumbs down if you think Jake has more. Has less. I'm sorry. If you think Jake has more, put your thumbs up. If you think he doesn't, put your thumbs down. That tells me Vinny has more. So who has more? Jake or Vinny? If you think Jake has more, thumbs up. If you think not, thumbs down. Show me with your thumbs. Okay, good job. You're all correct. Obviously, Vinny has more. So let's go to our answer choices. We get rid of A. We can get rid of B. It says Vinny has more pizza because 2/5 is half and 3/5 is less than half. Is 3/5 less than 2/4? No, we proved it over here. So our answer choice would be Vinny has more pizza because 2/4 is half and 3/5 is more than half. So our answer choice would be D. Okay? Please circle it. I'll pause right there to let you catch up. Okay, so we're going to go to our first we do. And this is the reason why I didn't do it, because the we do and the I do is the same. So everybody find the we do that talks about Liam. All right, so let's continue on. It says Liam looked at the shaded portion of the model below. What fraction of the model is shaded? So this is our big question. Everybody underline. What fraction of the model is shaded? Now let's look at our answer choices. Answer choice A is what? Adrian, what's answer choice A? Unmute yourself and tell me what answer choice A is.
1/10.
Thank you. Answer choice B is what, Amir?
2/5.
Answer choice C is what, Christian?
6/10.
Answer choice D is what, Maya?
10/4.
10/4. Okay, everybody, let's take a look at D. There's something special about answer choice D. What's that something special about answer choice D, Lauren?
The numerator is bigger than the denominator.
Okay, you're exactly right. Your numerator is bigger than the denominator. Who can tell me what we call those types of fractions? When the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Akusa.
Improper fractions.
It is an improper fraction. What is something specific we know about improper fractions? If it's improper, that means it is something specifically going on with that. And what is that specific thing? Braylon. Unmute yourself.
It's a mixed number.
It's more than what?
It's more than one whole.
There you go. So if it's improper, it's more than one whole. Okay, so we're going to keep that in mind. Let's go up here and let's figure out what is the shaded model. Tell me what our denominator would be. Remember, denominator gives us the total amount of squares we have. So what is our denominator? Everybody show me with your hands. What's our denominator? Everybody show me with your hands. Peyton, I need to see what the denominator is. Okay. So your denominator, good job. Your denominator is 10, okay? So everybody write 10 as your denominator. Now, out of the 10, how many are shaded? Tristan. Trinity.
4.
4. So our fraction is 4/10. So 4 is our numerator. So please write 4/10. Now that we know what our fraction is, let's go back to D. Is 4/10 a whole or is it part of a whole? If you think it's part of a whole, put your thumb up. If you think it's more a whole or more, put it down. 4/10 is, all thumbs should be up, right, Abigail? All thumbs should be up. 4/10 is part of a whole. So therefore, I know D would not be an answer choice. Strike D out. So we don't even have to deal with D. All right, now, so 4/10 we know is what's shaded. Is 4/10 an answer choice? Is A, B, or C 4/10? Yes or no? Shake your head. Is A, B, or C 4/10? All heads should be saying no, right? Okay, good job. So all heads should be saying no. We have to figure out what is equivalent to 4/10. What does that word equivalent mean? Janiyah A, what does equivalent mean?
Equivalent means that that it's equal to.
Exactly. So I had to figure out which one of these fractions is equal to 4/10. So let's start with the first one. Let's start with 1/10. Now, do I really need to do 1/10? 1/10 compared to 4/10. Can I just look at that and tell that 1/10 is less than 4/10? So let's just strike that one out. So see, we've gotten rid of two answer choices already. So let's go to 2/5. Everybody write 2/5 and butterfly. Kaden, what did you discover when you butterflied 4/10 and 2/5?
I found out that they're equal.
They're equal. So everybody put an equal sign. Good job. So have we found our answer? So our answer choice is B. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, everybody circle B. But see how getting rid of what you know, rely on what you know, your background knowledge, and that'll get rid of some of your answer choices. Remember, we talked about that a lot before you left. Okay, so let's go to our next we do. And it looks like this. So everybody turn to the we do that looks like this. All right, and it reads, how do these fractions compare? Okay, first thing we need to do is underline our big question. And we need to box in the word compare.
Miss Webster,
Yes,
you skipped over a problem.
in a we do?
Yes.
It's just a copy of the other problem.
Right, that's why I skipped over the I do, because it was the same as the I do. I said that. So your I do and your we do was the same. That's why I only did one I do. So please find this problem right here. It says, how do these fractions compare? And we know we're going to compare. When you're comparing, you're using greater than, less than, or equal to compare. So let's look at our first fraction here. Everybody write down what this fraction represents on your paper. Remember, your denominator is the total number of pieces, and your numerator is the shaded. Abigail, what's your denominator?
5.
Your denominator. Count all your pieces.
6.
6. 6 is your denominator. Simon, what's the numerator? What's your numerator?
2.
2. So the first fraction is 2/6. All right, look at your second fraction. Tell me what the denominator is. Or everybody write down your fraction for the second one. Picture. For the second picture, everybody write down your fraction before you tell me what it is. Nehemiah, give me the denominator.
The denominator is 12.
Denominator is 12. The numerator. Israel, give me the numerator.
4.
The numerator is 4. Good job, guys. All right, now compare your fractions using the butterfly method. All right, comparing fractions. 2 times 4 gives me what? Adrian. 2 times 12. I'm sorry, 2 times 12
24.
gives me 24. And then 6 times 4 gives what? Caden. Gives me 24. So 24 and 24 is equal. So is there one that looks like that? All right, if you think it is 1, hold up 1 finger. If you think it is A, hold up 1 finger. If you think it is B, hold up 2 fingers. If you think the answer is C, 3 fingers. And D, 4 fingers. Go. What do you think your answer choice should be? Let me see your fingers, Peyton. A, B, or C? A, B, C, or D? Good job. You should have up C. You're exactly right. Okay, let's keep moving. All right, we're now to your you-dos. And your you-dos are just that. This is the point where you have to do the problems. And please make sure you put these problems where? Everybody unmute.
Kahoot.
Where do we put them? We put them in Kahoot. One last time. Okay. All right, mute yourself one last time. Let me give you a few more things I need to make sure you're clear on.
much, but I think that's just because she wants them to be a better dancer, and she really cares about us. Chloe, the head band was better.
Can y'all please mute yourself? Thank you.
All right, please make sure that you do Kahoot how many times?
One.
One time. Make sure you do Kahoot one time. Do you have any questions about any of your what you did today?
Miss Webster's.
Anybody have any questions?
And we're going to see something.
All right, go ahead and do your first you do. I'm stay online. Do your first you do. Please mute yourself though.
Mother didn't give me any trouble. You're going to be in the front, in the center.
Please mute yourself.
I'm not trying to be brave, but I'm probably one of the best dancers in my group. Everybody's goal should be right here.
Please mute yourself.
Okay. 2 solos will be competing.
That's fake. He really smoked.
Everybody should be working on your you do. Amir, you okay? I see some people really working hard, really thinking, not wasting time. Meredith, are you finished? Go ahead and get your you do's done. Hey, now you finished with all your you do's? Okay.
Miss Webster,
Yes.
go ahead and do my Kahoot.
Hold on. I'm getting ready to go off, but I see some of y'all still chatting. I just sent you all a message. If you're not sending a message chatting to me, that's the only person you should be chatting to. And it tells me who's chatting. Please don't make me kick you out. If I kick you out, you're going to have to watch the recorded version. But again, I've asked you not to chat. It's mostly my homeroom. That's who it is. All my homeroom. Y'all gonna get kicked out. Yes, you may continue to go and do your Kahoot, guys, and I'll see you Monday. So remember, tomorrow's recorded and Friday's recorded.
Okay. Okay.
Make sure you do your Kahoot, right, Amir?
Yes.
Make sure you go to Kahoot and put yours in, okay? All right, have a good rest of your day.
Bye, Miss Webster.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Miss Webster.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.